Hello and welcome to tonight's video. I'm sorry this is not live, but Tony, Andrew, and I went to Nebraska for the Nebraska-Purdue football game on Saturday and for Andrew to see some of his college friends. So I wasn't sure if we'd be home in time for me to be live with you tonight. So I pre-recorded this on Thursday evening. So welcome. I'm Sue Kramer. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Minnesota, and these are two places you can find me online. Obviously, you can shop with me at northstarstamper.stampinup.net, and everything else you can get to through my website, northstarstamper.com. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. You can email me. I try to inspire you through my blog posts. You can find my monthly hostess code and all kinds of things. So hopefully you will find me where you're looking. So today, being the first Monday in November, we're talking Christmas cards. So you may or may not get and follow Paper Pumpkin. And there goes some twine. Let me pick that up because we're going to need it for our card later. Sorry if I bumped the camera. So this is one of the cards in the October Paper Pumpkin. So even if you don't get Paper Pumpkin or don't like Paper Pumpkin, take a look at their short video. It's about 5 minutes every month, and they show you how to put cards together because they have great layouts and great ideas. And so this is where we're starting. And this is what the new instructions look like. Everything's in color. They show you exactly what you need to make each card. I love that there's a ruler on the side. Anyway, so this card I thought was kind of interesting that the pattern is on the back of the card. But to me, that's kind of a waste of this paper because most people don't look at the back of your card. So we're going to start with another one of these. And this is just how they suggest you make it in there. So we are going to take one of these cards, and this is what the card base would look like, and we're going to cut it in half and get 2 cards out of it. This is a standard card, so I'm going to cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. So on this one, I'm going to add it to, ooh, there's a cute little piece. I'm going to add it to a card base. Let me finish cutting. I think I can't cut and talk at the same time. By 4. Okay. Ooh, those are some nice pieces for the inside. So there are my 2 card layers. I already have cut some shaded spruce, and this is just a card base. So I will need these for both of them. And I forgot my adhesive. I will have to go grab my bucket. I thought I had everything ready. So this card, I'm going to use these same elements as if it were the Paper Pumpkin card. But this one, I don't have 2 sets of the circle and the red banner and then this label to stamp Merry Christmas on. So we're going to create our own. Let me grab my adhesive real quick. It's all in a bucket, so it's easy to grab. I love this cute little bucket. I found it at an antique store. Okay, so let's just make our card bases real quick. Liquid glue. Make sure I put it on the right way. I've been known to put it on the wrong way, but with liquid glue, you do have a few seconds to correct it. So I'm going to get extra cards out of this month's Paper Pumpkin kit. Again, I did it up. I must hold it upside down. What I do is I put this right where I want it to be, and then hold the other 2 corners, and it's pretty quick that way. Shaded spruce is kind of a dark color, so we are going to put one of these inside, and it's just a basic white piece. But you know what? I'm only going to do one because I have an idea of something I want to do inside the other. All right. So this card's going to look just like that, but with that extra layer. So what I have here is a punch, which I think is actually the same shape as the layer they gave us. You know what? Let's stamp first. I always find it easier to stamp first. This Merry Christmas was part of the paper pumpkin kit. So I don't know if you can see. These are the stamps that came with the kit this month. I love this row of evergreens, which I could use, but I have another idea. So many ideas in so little time, right? So I took this Merry Christmas from the For Unto Us stamp set. You've seen me use that before. And I have my shaded spruce ink pad. And I have, still don't have the new table. I saw one at IKEA and I think I want to go back and get it. Merry Christmas. I'm going to get this out of the way so I don't make a mess. I'm going to center this. I stamped it too far over and my punch won't reach it. So I just trim a little off there. And we're going to center that. And, oops. So that's that piece. Notice they have a plaid. There's plaid printing. I do have a plaid stamp that I think is retired. I have a circle punch as well, but that too is retired, and I'm trying to use current products. So this is one of the lovely label punches. I forget the names. These two kind of coordinate, and I forget. One is Label Me Lovely and one is Label Me Fancy. So I'm going to replace this circle with this one. I'm going to replace that with that so it doesn't have the silver around it. And I have just got a scrap of red. And maybe we'll just leave that as is. I think that'll work. There, let's start adhering. Another thing you could do is punch and then emboss your punched shape. That would be kind of interesting. You could flag these ends like they have the red there. You could use ribbon. I found some red ribbon. It was actually Poppy Parade ribbon. Excuse me, but it was expired. It was retired, so I didn't want to use that. But we do have a wider red ribbon. I think it was called Double Stitched. I have it labeled here, sorry. On page 140 in the annual catalog, there is real red 3/8 of an inch double stitched satin ribbon. That would add some nice texture to your Christmas card. And we'll just center that there. Put this on here. And I have my bucket of embellishments. Actually, I think I already took out. We're just going to use some rhinestones. They do give you these little gems. Can you see them? They're really glittery right there. We're going to use some rhinestones. The putty end of my Take Your Pick tool. You just pick them up. Can you see? You pick it up and it's on the end there on the putty. I had run out of putty, so you can buy refills. There are those. And then the twine that I had dropped at the beginning of the video is the Baker's Twine Essentials Pack, also on page 140. And it doesn't come in red like this is. You could use your refill and color it, but I didn't. We're just going to leave ours white. Going to make 2 loops, do an overhand knot, and hopefully this is long enough. I think it will be. And then pull the ends till it's the right length. Trim them off. I'm just going to trim them off over the garbage. You don't need to watch me trim ribbon. Then I'm going to use a glue dot. It's nice having everything handy. there goes Mr. Spider. Good thing he didn't startle me. I think I scared him more than he startled me. Did you see him run away? That was kind of funny. My adhesive bucket does live on the floor, so, and I'm in the basement, so yes, there's spiders down here. So I'm going to put my little bow on the glue dot, and then put it right there on the red so you can see it. And I might fuss with that a little bit to get it just right and give it a good push. And there is my version of this card. So now I'm going to make this one with these same elements that would have been on there. So there's one idea. This paper pumpkin kit also came with, well, they always come with envelopes. Let's see if I can find them real quick. Comes with these beautiful silver embossed envelopes. They're shaded spruce, plaid on the inside. I have seen people use this as pattern paper, so then you'd need a new envelope. So my idea for the envelope, let's take our envelope, let's put this away. That spider is distracting me a little bit, sorry. And let's see. The other card here, I don't know if you can see, the Noel is silver foil, and then the these trees are actually vellum. Let me find one of those. I thought I was ready. Okay. So this is how they come. And you have to take the die cut evergreens. So this is for the Noel card, which I haven't even made yet, but I did try this little technique. So we're going to use this on the back of our envelope. You know what? Let's do it on the flap. There's a scratch piece of paper. So this is the back of my envelope. I'm going to use this as a mask with my shaded spruce ink. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to hold this down and just sponge. I'm going to dot because I did not adhere this down. Get the edges very well. And the unveiling is always the most fun part. And now my trash has become a mask, and I could use that a few times. I'm going to throw it away so I don't get ink everywhere, which I did get ink everywhere. So my envelope is getting a little dirty. Let me clean my hands before I do the big reveal. And there we go. Evergreens on our envelope. All right. I have one more idea. I don't know how we're doing on time, but I do want to share with you another idea. Okay, so this paper was very much patterned after the Peaceful, oh, it's in the holiday catalog because it's holiday paper. The Peaceful, I think it's called Peaceful Cabin. Peaceful Place 136 in your mini catalog. So this paper is the one, basically what we just used on our card. In the kit, they tell you what coordinates. But there is lots of paper that you could use in here to create quick Christmas cards, just like we did there. So you could cut it here and create a very, I'd probably put the trees near the bottom, a very nice Christmas card. And then you could get several out of this piece. Look at this one with the silver foil. It all has silver foil, but the silver trees, you could add some color with a blending brush or a sponge. Lots of ideas. So that's the same one we used. There's the stars. That'd be kind of fun to put a snowman in front of. And plaid. You could color that green and make it your green plaid for Christmas. How about one more card, and this should be, that's quick. This is actually non-Christmas paper. It just happens to look like evergreen trees. This is in the annual catalog on page 11. It is this paper right here. Hopefully, let me grab my take your pick. Where'd it go? It's this one right here. This is one side, and there's the back side. So this is actually just tree paper, and it happens to look like evergreen, so we're going to use it for a Christmas card. I have chosen to pair it with Misty Moonlight cardstock. Grab my phone folder, and then we're going to trim this down. You can kind of tell, if you put your hands like this, you can see what it's going to look like in each quadrant. So we're going to take this corner here, and I know I want it 4 inches wide, and 5 1/4 tall. I think I've told you I do have a post-it note above my stamping space with those dimensions on there, so I don't have to think about it. That one's pretty easy, but if I narrow it down 1/4 inch both directions, it gets confusing to me. All right, so there's our pretty card to begin with. Let's add some adhesive. I feel sad covering up that side. That's the problem with double-sided paper, where you like both sides of it. There, I did it again. I must turn it upside down. Make sure my card is going to open the right way. I place this corner, that corner, and then it all fits. We're going to use those same punches, but we're going to use Misty Moonlight for our sentiment. I did not clean that off. Misty Moonlight. Let's see how this goes without my base underneath. That worked. And we're going to punch that out upside down so I can center it. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the top of the word Mary and lining it up with this straight line, and I can see I'm not quite straight. There we go. So there's our Mary. I just got in the mail some new foil. It's in the mini catalog on page 75. It's the silver foil, and it's 3 different shades of silver. They say it's on page 23 also. They say it is brushed finish, matte finish, and mirrored foil finish. So I can show you those. I thought we'd add some silver to this. So that is what they look like. We're going to use the brushed. This one looks so black to me. That might be kind of fun for a masculine card. We're going to use that same punch. Sorry if it's really shiny in the video. We're going to put that under that one. Get those out of the way. What else do we need? I think I don't have a piece to go under it. Let's just use, I think I have a spare piece of blue. We're just going to cut a little swatch of blue just to add another element. I think I did 1/2 inch by 3 inches, if I remember. Let's get this adhered down. So just using different paper, I could create quite a few of these. Let's put it this way. We'll put that a little lower. Get our dimensionals back. And then we're going to check our embellishment box to see what we might want to put as embellishments. And I may not even put a ribbon on this one. Put that off to the side. I don't know. Does that need any more? I wish I were live with you so you could tell me what that needs. I think I might put some rhinestones. Let me look in my box. Oh, I know what. I know. We are going to use blue adhesive backed gems. Oh, this will be so pretty. And I kind of like the darker ones. So we're going to use that. Thank you for joining me. I might even be commenting with you. Oh, look at that sparkle. Might even be commenting with you on Monday night. But thanks for watching. Happy stamping. And the first Monday in December, we'll talk about Christmas again. Maybe we'll talk about something other than cards, because by then Christmas cards should be well on their way, or you should have already purchased your products for Christmas cards by the early December. So anyway, oh, that needs a layer on the inside. It's kind of dark to be writing on. And then I always stamp on the back of my cards, so people know I use Stampin' Up! Products on them. There, that finishes it nicely. See, I have just a minute there to center it. So there are our cards today. Based on the paper pumpkin, I used my own products and created lovely cards. Thank you for joining me. Happy stamping!